Hey yo, what's up everybody? My name is Jeffrey and today we're gonna go and take a look at all the Ninja Gaiden games as I've been played all of them. And we have one that doesn't really look that, but yeah, we have played all of our Ninja Gaiden games, and here I am. We're gonna go and make sure which one is the best one. And let's go and dive in straight ahead because this video is gonna be long. Without further ado, the last place first. We're gonna start from the bottom to the top because that's how Izuna drop works. You're gonna hit and then after that it drops down and bam, and then Izuna drops. And so, okay, the worst game that I have played, and I have been putting this, I played 9 games. Out of this 9 games, the last one is Razor Edge. Wait, what? Wait, Ninja Gaiden 3? I thought it was Ninja Gaiden 3. No, it was Razor Edge for me. This game actually built up a huge mixed feeling for me. Like, it's just feels weird. It feels like the game is created to be a cinematic games, like, because of the Ninja Gaiden 3, but they try to fix that cinematic games, so it just goes all over. Like, the balance of the games just goes all over. Like, so in Ninja Gaiden 3, you will play this cinematic game. That's how they intended. They had the mind that they wanted to make the game was that. But then people didn't like it, so they were like, okay, cool, we gotta fix that shit. So now let's fix it. And Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor Edge was appear, right? That's what they made. And so, because they tried to fix the game, and I feel like the balance just went all over. Like, I'm saying it twice because it is that important. That's just how I feel about the game. Especially there is this dinosaur part that I played and struggle a lot. I remember in Ninja Gaiden 3, it was like nothing to me because that's how that boss was intended and designed. It was supposed to be a very cinematic-ish game. That boss was not supposed to be that crazy in a sort of ways. So that somehow when I play with Razor Edge, I was struggling so much with that boss because it was such a annoying boss to fight with, so the balance was weird. Like when you hit it, it was like a mosquito bite, you don't even deal damage to it, and it just feels not satisfied, and it doesn't feel like a Ninja Gaiden shit at all and not anything like that. So I really was just find it annoying to fight with instead of like, enjoying the game. And that doesn't change the fact. People can just criticize me and say, hey, you sucks at the game, that's why it's bad. No, there's a lot of nice boss fight that I fought in the game that I feel like, yeah, even though the boss is kind of challenging, but it is fun to challenge them. It is fun to keep playing and keep trying and keep fighting them. But this dinosaur fight was not fun to play at all. So there is like, the balance was just all over, the item was all over. Like, yeah, they say they're gonna fix it, they're gonna put like upgrades so that you can upgrade the games. And now, like, if you see that, like when you play like the first game or the second game or anything like that, when you get a weapons or items, if you play Ninja Gaiden 3, when you get like the sword, you have 2 swords, now you just use 2 swords. It still feels like an intended version of like how you play and immersive of the game. But in this one, it's like all the item is all over. Like, it's just like a filler kind of thing, like just an extra thing. Oh, it doesn't make sense that you play Ayane and then you get a Kusarigama. Explode. Wait, what? You can have different weapons even for the girls as well? Kusarigama. Didn't I get a Kusarigama? Wait, is that like a Ryu Kusarigama instead of her? Wait, that's not hers. That's just Ryu, I guess. God damn, man. I thought it was for her. And then the Kusarigama is actually for Ryu. It's just stupid. So it's kind of, it's I don't know, to me it was like a very bad design game. Overall, it was just a very bad game. And so, like, this is why this is like the hot take that, yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 was bad as well, but at least I enjoyed that game. And we will go there later on and we will say our point there, but in this one, the Ninja Gaiden Razor Edge, this game to me, it feels like they try to fix it up, but they didn't fix anything up. The only good part about this game is that you can use Ayane, Momiji, and Kasumi. And that's why this game is getting a 4 out of 10 from me. Because 1 point, the game exists. Okay, Pog for making the game. 1 point, Momiji. 1 point, Ayane. 1 point, Kasumi. That's it. 4 points. All the other parts, no points for them, okay? I mean, it is what it is. You guys make the game like this, then it's like, okay? That's just what it is. So, next. Number 8. Ninja Gaiden 3. Yes, here we are. Finally, we are in Ninja Gaiden 3. If you play every Ninja Gaiden game, especially if you played Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, you will probably feel like when you play it, you say, wait, what the hell is happening? Why is it so cinematic? It's QTE? What is happening? That's the first thing you will realize in a game. They don't even let you choose. They try to be all like, oh man, this is cinematics and shit. You turn on your game, the first thing you go is not an options or new game selection. It's that QTE. They just dive you into the game. It doesn't let you choose whether you want to play it in Japanese or English. It doesn't let you set anything up and then until you're ready, then you can play the game. No, they just want like, we're gonna be cinematic. And now, when you turn on the game, that's the first thing you see. Whoa. A force would get in and the words and everything is in English. And I thought I tried to check. I couldn't go to the menu, like a main menu. I thought it doesn't exist because that's the first thing I did because I wanted to play the game in Japanese. So I downloaded the game and I tried to play the game. And it was not in Japanese. It was in English. And I was like, wait, I can't go to the main menu. So basically, this game doesn't even have a main menu. Until I beat the game in one go, in one stream. And at the end of that stream, in the end of the game, I just realized there is a menu and there is a Japanese voiceover. And I was like, oh, fuck. Never mind, we're gonna go and play that Japanese voice with the Razor H, and apparently that was not really that good as well, huh? So the thing about this is that the PlayStation producer guy, Shuhei Yoshida, actually did mention about this, talk about this. I found this matter of issue really interesting. Because there is a period of time in Japan, especially in video game, where is that they actually got lost. They don't know what they gotta do. They gonna how they should take approach in video games. So hence a lot of weird games comes out from Japan. For example, you will see that in 2013, 2012, you can see a lot of like huge success because of Uncharted 2, Uncharted, and like the Tomb Raider, The Last of Us, or whatever those games are, those cinematic-like games, right? They got a huge success in the gaming world. And it makes sense because, you know, Western games to me was never that appealing to begin with, but they used that Hollywood thing because Hollywood is huge in US. So, they use the Hollywood thing and they make that into like a game thing. And I think that's like the identity of like US, right? Like in the entertainment world. It makes a lot of sense. It's good. They mix well. It was great. But then Japan is not like that. Yeah, there is a good drama and stuff that I watch from time to time back in the day. There is a lot of nice variety show though. They're always known to be fun. They're always known to be weird and goofy, and that's what Japan is. But they try to be cinematic Hollywood. Let's open up some offices at California. We're gonna go LA. No. So that's what happens in 2013, 2014, or whatever that is. So you can see games like Ashura Wrath from Capcom. You can see games like Vanquish from Sega. You can see games like, Ninja Gaiden 3 from Tecmo or Team Ninja. And that's what exactly happening. They decided to make a cinematic games, and that's what happens. And so that's why the producer conversation thing with Shohei Yoshida.
はい、私がニーヤについてコメントさせていただいたのは、ある時期日本のゲーム業界がちょっと停滞した時期があったんですね。PS2 から 3 に至る過程で
Yeah, because everybody was playing with like I remember that like Uncharted, Call of Duty and stuff.
入ってきた時に日本のクリエイターがそれをなんとかやんなきゃいけない。
A lot of people stopped playing like Final Fantasy, stopped playing like a lot of JRPG and stuff like that.
それで欧米のデベロッパーがすごく成長する中、日本のゲームデベロッパーが自信をなくしている時にニーヤは もうまさに海外の市場とか関係なく自分たちが作りたいものを日本人として作って、それが逆に世界で受け入れられて大ヒットした。でそれを見て日本のクリエイターがこれでいいんだと、自分たちは自分が信じる自分たちが一番作れるものを作ればいいんだっていう自信につながったっていう、そういう話をさせていただきました。
Yeah. Actually, they actually went far ahead. What he actually said was he's actually talked to Yoko Taro, the guy who actually made Nier Automata, by the way. He actually told him that, you know what, stop thinking about all these things. Just make the game that you want to make. So that's why he made Nier Automata as how Nier Automata is. Before he made Nier Automata, he made Nier, but he split it into two. If you realize that during that time, they were still trying to, sell the games on the West in a sort of way. So they got Nier Gestalt, which is like an older man for Japan, for US or the West, and then they make a Nier replicant for Japan or Asia, right? So it's like you use the young kid instead. So you have a different kind of character, you have a different kind of like story, just because they try to appeal to a different kind of like audience. This is a thing that we back in the day used to always say. It's like, why is it so many media in Japan? It's all about teens and kids. Meanwhile, the media in West is like, it's about this 40 years old man and something like that. And if you see Transporter is like a 40 years old, like a 50, I don't know, like like a well-grown ass man that is like running around being this action hero and stuff. But if you see Japan, it's always like teens, like in their 17, 18, or even, it's kind of rare that they are even in their 20s. It's kind of like teens that is just running around punching people and being, superheroes and whatever shit that is. So it's very rare that you see a middle-aged man and stuff. But nowadays you probably see that a lot. But back in the day, this was the conversation that we usually have. But nowadays you have anime like Tojima wants to be, Kamen Rider or whatever that is, which is like, it's like a 40 years old man and stuff as a protagonist. Those kind of thing is kind of getting into Japan nowadays. But back in the day, that was not the case. So you can see that how different when they try to please a different target audience, they would try to change it. And that's exactly what happens with Ninja Gaiden 3. They try to reach more audience. They make that cinematic QTE with a weird steel on bone shit. And yeah, that's what it is. Therefore, that game, I think it's a fun game. If I play Ninja Gaiden 3 during 2015, I think it's gonna be like a solid good game. I would be like, oh, this game is fun, pretty good, pretty solid. But if I play it, because I played now and I played so many other Ninja Gaiden games, so as a Ninja Gaiden game, it was a 3 out of 10. But as a game itself, it's actually 7 out of 10 game. It's actually okay, like an okay game. I think it's a good game. But as a Ninja Gaiden game, it's 3 out of 10, man. It's not good. It's not a good look for Ninja Gaiden. That's just how I think. That's just how I look. That's why it's at 8. Let's go to the next one. On the number 7. Number 7 we have Warriors or Star. If you say this game is not a Ninja Gaiden game, then what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Yes, that is Ryu Hayabusa. Well, Ryu Hayabusa is in the game. Oh, you're still not convinced? How about this? As you can see right here, we got Ryu Hayabusa. And so we are playing a Ninja Gaiden game. As you can see, that's a Ninja Gaiden right over there. Okay? That says Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden. Yes, it says Ninja Gaiden in that. It says it itself, okay? So that's a Ninja Gaiden game, okay? I mean, just look. This game it's a game that is made to have fun. That's it. It's a Ninja Gaiden game, and it's fun. It's just made to have fun. A different side of what Ninja Gaiden could be. Okay, you can use Ryu Hayabusa, you can use Ayane, which I did, and it was fun, and she was good, she was cool. And I did play some of it during offline because it's not really like a good streaming game for me. That's why it is down around here at 7 out of the 9 game that I play for Ninja Gaiden. If I played Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, it's probably gonna be 10 game, but too bad I didn't really play that game. But that's why, right now we only have 9 games, and this is on the 7 of all those 9 games. But if you say it's good and it's fun, why is it at 7? Well, because it's fun, and that's it. it's a game that's not trying to be a game changer. It's a game that's not trying to be Expedition 33. It's not a game that's trying to be Final Fantasy Rebirth. It's not a game that's trying to be Metaphor. It's not a game that is trying to be, like Elden Ring to some certain people, not me though. It's not a game that is trying to be this, game-changing black random monkey bee. It's not. It's a game that is just trying to be fun. There's nice, fan service in the game, with a nice onsen hot spring scene. If you use Ayane and get into the hot spring, you can see her in her towers and maybe even something more. But that's just what it is. It's just a fun game. It's a beat 'em up game, warrior games. But here's the funny things that I find out. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. But I was like, why do Tecmo KT decided to put Ninja Gaiden in this game? Oh, because it's one of the franchise. Maybe. But if you guys didn't know, Tecmo and Itagaki Tomonobu, which is the guy who actually made Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive series, they have beef with Tecmo and, between them two. What happened was, back in the day, there was this incident, which is a sexual harassment getting claimed by some Karen that says, hey, Tomonobu Itagaki sexually harassed me, But apparently, because of this case, Tecmo was like, put Tomonobu Itagaki out from like a project. I think he was doing this Ayane standalone game kind of thing during that time. It was because of this Karen that we didn't have this game or something like that. But the thing is, a year later, they realized that they found out that Itagaki Tomonobu is not guilty, and everything was a fake allegation. It was I think this lady was falling off, and she just trying to drag someone with her, and so Itagaki Tomonobu was the victim of this incident. But after that, damage has already been done, and so Tomonobu Itagaki decided to actually sue Tecmo for whatever reason, maybe the IP to defamation of the name or whatever that is. I don't know, but there's a lot of things that happen. But overall, Tomonobu Itagaki sued Tecmo. And so what happened was, they have beef together. So Tecmo was like, you know what? Your IP still belongs to me. Oh, sorry about that. Your IP still belongs to me. So I'm gonna put your games, because you said this before.
It's that the way he wants his game to be hard is different from other definitions of hard games. Enemies are out there to kill you, right? And that's what makes it difficult. We have smart, intelligent enemies, working in combination to attack you. Other games have lots of enemies, but they're all stupid enemies. They're just standing there so you can cut them up, and you feel good. If you're gonna do that, might as well cut vegetables.
And so I'm gonna put your games and let them fight with some fruits or vegetable or something like that. I don't know. Then it feels like a petty revenge, I will say, because Tomonobu Itagaki-san, why not just, those are not enemies, those are just victims or something like that you hunt. Why not you just cut a vegetable instead, or fruits or something like that instead, right? So so I think Tecmo decided to put his character like Ryo Hayabusa, Kasumi, and Ayane inside of a game where it's like a beat 'em up, that you are cutting vegetable, basically like some sort of revenge. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but maybe that's what it is. But overall, Warriors All-Star is a very fun game, but it stays at a 7th place out of my 9 games that I played. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, the game is solid. It's a nice 7 out of 10 game as well. I think it's a good game. So overall, let's go and move to the next one. Number 6. Number 6 is Ninja Gaiden 4. Yep, Ninja Gaiden 4, guys. That's number 6. Ninja Gaiden 4, I mean, Platinum Games did a very good job with this game. I mean, it's a good game. It's a okay game. It's a great hack and slash game. But in my opinion, it's not really a Ninja Gaiden game. It doesn't feel that much of a Ninja Gaiden game. You have a huge Ryu Hayabusa here. They knew what's going on, but yet you play this small little character. This is like, you know, this is like 75% Ryu Hayabusa, but then 25% Yakumo in the picture though. But when you play the game, it's opposite. You play like 25% Ryu Hayabusa and 75% Yakumo. And I don't know, bringing up new characters in this franchise is a good way to actually attract new players, because new players don't even know who the hell Ryu Hayabusa is in the first place. And that's why, isn't it always better to actually introduce the character? I don't know why Japanese always do this, or a lot of games like to do this these days. Like Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for like 30, 40 years, 60 years, 70 years now. I don't even know. Maybe it's more than that. I'm not pretty sure when Kirby and Stanley made the character. But it's always ongoing. People know who Spider-Man is. You know, it's like, the example I'm giving is that you don't have to make like Ryu Hayabusa turns into this old man or something like that. Like suddenly, we gotta make him a super senior because the game, he's kind of old now. Like, dude, that's a weird logic. I don't know why you guys would do that. Yuffie is still 16 years old in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yuffie still doesn't have any interesting mods on Nexus because Nexus is woke or something like that. I don't know. But you know, I'm just saying, man, you don't have to do that. So that's just a weird thing that I feel like they doing that. And so, you know, here's the thing. It got a huge, solid gameplay, you know, and the fight was cool. There's some good boss design. The OST was amazing, of course. They've been using some famous lad. But yeah, but this game actually kind of struggles with like player base. On Steam at least, because if you see Steam, it only hits around like 11k. That's kind of not a good look in a lot of games these days, but I think it's fine, right? It's an okay number. It's not like thousands or some certain games, but it's still, you know, you still hit the 5-digit mark, but it's 11k, and I don't know, maybe if it's 50k, maybe it looks much better, but 11k, it's pretty low. The game is already a very niche game, and yet they're making it much more niche by putting it in Yakumo. Definitely pushed some fan base out of the game already. And then they decided to only use Hayabusa for like 25% of the game, and it pushed the fan base more. And then at the end, there are people who enjoy Ninja Gaiden because of the girl's character that you can enjoy in Ninja Gaiden games, like Momiji, you know, Ayane, and you know, stuff like that, like Rachel or Kasumi. But I think Ayane and Momiji, that's definitely like a must, and we don't see them. I mean, they do appear, but they are not playable characters, and that push away, I mean, like other player or other gamers or other fans again. So it's like, it just doesn't really feel like a Ninja Gaiden game in my opinion. But yeah, when you play Ryu Hayabusa, the whole game changes. It always makes me feel like, why not just Ryu Hayabusa? This gameplay is solid, it's good, it's fun. Why do we have to play with Yakumo? It's weird. You can put in Yakumo, but you can put him in like the 25%, right? That might be great. Like, you slowly introduce a new character in. And I know that there's 2 DLC that's confirmed. But that itself, it feels like it's a bit weird, okay? It's like, why not make a game that is so good that the player base themselves ask for DLC? You know, like what happened with Final Fantasy 16? Yeah, despite whatever people talk about that game, you know, whatever that is, like, the game is still impressive to be able to sell 3 million copies just in the first week, like, you know, on one console, an exclusive console. And I still think it's pretty impressive. And they actually was asked for DLC, and they were like, sure, okay, you guys asked for it, I'm gonna make it, right? Why not something like that? Why not DLC is a thing where, oh, the player really enjoy your game, so we're gonna make you. This is so weird that the DLC is already confirmed even before the game releases. It's like, man, I don't know, man. It just feels like that just feel like the kind of business practices of a behavior that is not genuine to the game. Like, you know, it's like instead of a game that is made with passion or vision of a developer or a strategy guy, or like, you know, like a guy, like, you know, the name Tomonobu Itagaki, we know the name Hideki Kamiya, we know the name Hideo Kojima, right? We know all these names. It doesn't feels like a game where you have a vision from a dude they want to make a great game in your company, and then they will make the game, and then the game is gonna be very well made, and, you know, with a good vision and stuff like that. Instead, this feels like just like another, you know what? Hey guys, Division 1, Division 2, you guys mix up together. We're gonna make a Ninja Gaiden 4. I just got a call just now, and we're gonna make that, man. Money coming in, dude. New business, okay? So, you like Ninja Gaiden 4? Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I don't really actually care whether if you like it or not, because you guys are making the game anyway. Okay? So, yes, let's go for it. Let's do this work, okay? Do this job, man. Make the game, okay? Make it. I want to see good sales numbers. This is what it is. Okay? That's it. Okay. Yeah, go and make the game. I know all gamers, they are not stupid, by the way. We all know video game industry is not a charity event. It's not a charity. You guys are making money, we all know. Yeah, but video game is a hobby. At the end of the day, it's a hobby. If it's made with the approach of a business strategy, I don't think it's gonna work. People are not dumb. People don't like that kind of shit as well, right? You know, it's like, that's one of the reasons why DLC or in-game currency are all now seen as like a very negative thing, like a very bad thing. Like, I think I'm very interested in the Digimon game, Time Strangers, but I always don't like how Bandai Namco business practices is, where they releases all these games with DLCs, and, you know, they have the game, the deluxe edition and the premium edition or something like that, or the master edition or the ultimate edition. It's just, stop, man, just stop. Like, that's just not it. And that's why Ninja Gaiden 4 is at this low score, at 6. The game is a very solid game, very solid, nice hack and slash. It's definitely better than Lost Soul Aside. I mean, like, you know, that game was made by a bunch of amateurs, but they do try their best, and it turns out into a very good and more stable game as time goes. And we all know, you know, like, Ninja Gaiden 4 has been made by a bunch of experienced devs. Of course they're gonna do a good job with the action, but I think the expectation here is pretty high. My expectation was pretty high. I was actually really disappointed with the game. You know, like, I played the game once and I stopped playing it, and this actually says something, because there are games that I really enjoy and I will play much longer, but this game was not it. But it is still a very cool and fun game, I would say. So therefore, 6th place. That's what it is. Okay. In number 5. So number 5, we have Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma. Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma is a great game. I love it. I enjoy it. There's even like Momiji, Ayane, and, you know, that you can play in the game, which is awesome, which is cool. This game is heavily focused on hack and slash, by the way. It's a bit different with like the other a lot of Ninja Gaiden game. It's really like that basic, like, standard Ninja Gaiden game. If I'm gonna be honest, it does have a very similarity to Devil May Cry, but it's like a, you know, Ninja Gaiden game, Devil May Cry kind of feel, you know, instead of like the number one, like the first Ninja Gaiden game or something like that. But yeah, it's just action, bam bam, action again, bam 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 bam, action. You know, there's a decent story. I mean, the story is pretty okay, pretty nice, and it's a damsel in distress again. You know, damsel in distress is a good way to make a nice, you know, masculine game. Like, you know, we're gonna save the girl, man. It's so fun. And yeah, we got nice collective items. There's nice upgrades. There's multiple characters you can play with. You know, there's Yeah, basically the game is just solid and it's just fun. Especially this is like my experience with it, right? The very first time when I actually played Ninja Gaiden game was actually Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma Black. That I think that could be like the very first game I played. I think I did play like the Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox 360 back in the day, but that was like a long time ago and I don't remember that, so you know it doesn't count. But like the very first time when I played it back again, or play it, I couldn't say the very first time I play it and properly play it, was Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma Black. And during the time I saw Rachel and I didn't know who the hell Rachel is, so it's like, yeah, sure, oh, that's like this gear, that's just what it is, and move on, you know. But until I played Ninja Gaiden 1 and everything changed. So, you know, that's just what it is. It's a very good game. The score could be higher, to be honest. Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma score could be higher, but this is the thing. I've been playing the game on the PS3, okay? So Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma on the PS3 was the controller is all now that available a lot in the store or whatever that is. OEM controller. OEM controller is not the original controller. So there is 6 assists that is available inside of a PS3. But OEM controller, they just, you know, it doesn't have 6 assists. This is a lie. So you can't use 6 assists with the OEM controller. And the jiggle, the boop jiggle in this game, you have to use this to shake it like this. So that's why with the OEM controller you can't do that. And that's why the score is lower. And that's, you know, all of these are all based on my personal experience, and the score is all from me, from, you know, my personal experience. So that's why it's staying at number 5 out of 9 games that I play on Ninja Gaidens. Okay, it's a solid 8 out of 10 game for me though. Very good game, very solid game. I love it, I enjoy it. But yeah, it's number 5 out of the 9 games. So number 4 is Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma Black. This is, why is it number 4? It's everything that I said just now. It's actually, you know, it got like Momiji, they got like all these nice Rachel, all the characters, more gameplay, a pure hack and slash fun games. But Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma Black is more crispier. It's more, the graphic is nice, it's more smoother, gameplay is better, and I'm gonna say it, guys. Some people might say it has cut content like Buddha statue or even the Statue of Liberty, but that is actually the same with Ninja Gaiden 2. I think it's only in Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma is where they actually put that in. So it's still kind of like a faithful remake of the Ninja Gaiden 2 game. And I think that's the reason why they didn't put the Buddha and the Statue of Liberty in and stuff like that. I did check whether if there is any, because like it's a recent game, and we did see a lot of recent game, especially something from Capcom, which Capcom is totally DEI'd right now. So it's like, if you see the new Onimusha, the back in the day Onimusha, you can see like nice, hot, sexy girls, character design and stuff. But the new Onimusha 2, they actually censored a lot of stuff. That's why when I checked this game, I was like, did they censor anything like that? And no, apparently that's no censor or whatsoever happening, because I was kind of like a bit like, wait, did Sonya dress got censored? Because I was like looking at this scene and I was like, wait, this scene looks a bit different from the one that I played, from what I remember, because I remember she wearing much more sexier than this. But then I was wrong. It was like, maybe just my brain was thinking of something different. Like, oh, there's a dress there, but I didn't see the dress. Like, I can have X-ray eyes, but I don't know. So yeah, so that's why it's at number 4, at higher on the 2 Sigma, because it's Sigma Black and it's the most latest one. And they did actually do everything much better. And for me, in my personal experience and personal opinion, I think it is actually better than Sigma 2. And so yeah, that's it. Finally, the top 3. Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword stands at number 3. What? Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword? What the hell is that? It's a DS game. During the time, they want to make everything DS, you know? Like Castlevania DS or something DS. So they've been thinking names that has D and S. I think that's why it's Core Dawn of Sorrow or something like that. Is that what it is? I don't know. But in this one, Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. Okay. So this game actually really caught me by surprise. I am surprised that it was actually really good. I didn't expect much. I was actually expecting something much lower. Like, no, I didn't have much expectation on the game because it's a DS game, and you know, like I'm kind of like I would say I underestimated, very low expectation to the game, because I don't know how the game works. And you know, I thought the game, like, you have to press buttons and stuff like that, but apparently you have to use the touchpad to play the game. That's just basically how you play the game. And so by playing this game, man, it's really opened up my mind. It still feels like a Ninja Gaiden game despite you are playing it with the touchpad thing. Holy shit, how is it not pressing a button, but it still feels like a Ninja Gaiden game? It is so well made. That itself really impressed me by a lot of things. And despite of this game having I would say like a limitation on technology, where the DS device is not a powerful device, and even to today, Nintendo device is not well known for its powerful device. And so I was like, wow, they try to be more creative in this one. For example, you can actually use Momiji. You can use 2 characters in the game, because Momiji and you got like Ryu Hayabusa, but of course the moveset and everything is the same, but you know you're using Momiji at first, and then the Momiji got caught, and then now you have to save Momiji, another damsel in distress. You're gonna go and save the girl, save the day. Man, this is awesome. So it's like, oh, that is really creative. You make it so that we can use Momiji at first, and then we would go ahead and we can use Ryu Hayabusa. In that sense, even the game on the DS, there is 2 characters you can use. This is why I feel like Tomonobu Itagaki's Ninja Gaiden is much better, and that is the core of the game, that you can use a female character and you can use Ryu Hayabusa. So with Ninja Gaiden 4 not having this, with Ninja Gaiden 3 not having this after he left, that's where you can really sense it, right? You know, it's not a game that is made by him, and it's just weird. Like even Ninja Gaiden Z, like Yaiba, like that game as well. That game it's not really like, you know, you don't really have to, you can't really use the gun and stuff like that. So this game, you can really feel like that nice Ninja Gaiden core game. Like that's really good. I really impressed by it. So yeah, they got like, the combat is enjoyable. The enemy is still engaging like any regular Ninja Gaiden games. And yeah, and also have like collectibles and various items as well. And you can engage in a diverse way of like playing the games with, you know, like it depends on, it doesn't force you how you play the game like Ninja Gaiden 3 with all the steel on like bone kind of thing. It just wants you to do that most of the time. But in this one, there is more ways that you can approach with the game. There's more ways that you can play, and you know, you can shoot with your arrow. You can, you know, use your sword, and you can, you know, it's just fun. It's just a very, really, really good game. So yeah, so the game overall, this game is a 9 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed the game, and so that's my top 3 of all the Ninja Gaiden game. Over here, since we only have 2 and 1, let's just go with 2 first, okay? So number 2 is Ninja Gaiden Z, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Yes, this game. Whoa! What if Lollipop Chainsaw and Ninja Gaiden have a kid? This is the game, man. This game actually caught me off guard. Like, I was expecting it to be bad, and because, you know, I heard a lot of bad things about it, but not good things about it. But this is why you play the game yourself instead of looking at reviews and shit like that. Like I was about to make a video that talks about Steam review, because I've been checking a lot of Steam review. This game is awesome. It's a game of the year, but then it's a downward dislike. I bet you guys probably seen a lot of this type of like stuff as well, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, why is it Ninja Gaiden Yaiba? Like, you know, why is it Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z? Well, this game is made by the Western Studio, and back in the day, Western Studio, we have stuff like this. This game does really have that like chainsaw lollipop feel, because you got to do all these. Like, ram in between. This is why I love Western Studio back in the day. Like, you know, like they really. They have a lot of goofy stuff like this. There's a lot of goofy stuff like this in video games. Even in like if you play like Ratchet and Clank or stuff like that, you will still see like a furry weird shit like like a sexy song. You will see like the girl's body and stuff like that. Like, it's goofy, it's a bit pervy and shit. You know, it's nice. Those are just games like back in the day, and it's just fun stuff, right? That's just what it is. Those stuff sells, then they know it, and that nostalgia. This thing right here, this thing. I love the game, man. I know the public has a very negative like review on it, but I don't know why. But I really love this game. This game, oh boy, man. Okay, number one is that it has a very smooth traveling thing that you can go. Like, if you go from point A to point B, you gotta go with like swinging, and you can slide, you can, you know, do a lot of this like platforming things, so-called platforming, but those are really smooth and clean and engaging. I really like it. I really like it. Those are, if you compare that with Ninja Gaiden 4, a game that has been made in 2025, and like you see all this like sliding water thing or like this and that, like, yeah, it's pretty like goofy and it's pretty awkward, like clucky. Like, it feels weird. It doesn't feel smooth. But Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z is a game that is made in 2014, and it's, how is this? Like, just look at it, man. Like, how it looks so good, so freaking good, man. That's just what it is, and yeah. And so that's why, like, the gameplay was fun, it was smooth, and the dialogue was funny, and the game is really, like, you can see like a game is made to be a fun game back in the day, right? I don't know how I missed this, but man, I played now and I was like, that was really good. It was really good, goofy, pervy, unapologetic. Sorry, I'm trying to use bombastic word, but I fail miserably. It's just a cool game, okay? Especially this scene with Ryu and that dude. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Yaiba was fighting. Fuck yeah! Oh shit! Oh, the dragon thing! Holy crap! Oh shit! Ooh! Damn! Oh! Using a drop! Holy shit! That is what I think. When I keep using Izuna drop, that is what I think inside my mind. Izuna dropping was so cool. It's so, oh man, 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10. That's just what it is. Number 1 is Ninja Gaiden 1 Sigma 1. Okay, man, this game is phenomenal. Let me just start out with that, man. Like, it's just so good. There's like a RPG features in it. Like, there's like equipment that you can equip, like accessory, nimpo, projectiles, and weapons or something like that, which is so fun. It's my favorite features in the game. It's so good. Like, it makes you feel like you can take a different approach on the game, like a different way to play the game, okay, this is how I play games, and it has a way that I can approach a game like this, and it has that ways that you can approach a game like that. It doesn't force you to play in a certain way like Ninja Gaiden 3 or, you know, Ninja Gaiden 4 or something like that, which it's like a, I think Ninja Gaiden 4 is still you still have a variety of ways that you can actually enjoy. But in Ninja Gaiden 3, it really just forced you to play a game in a certain style, and I really hated that. Like, oh man, that's so bad. That's why it was at a low. But you know, but in this one, man, holy shit, man, the diverse playstyle that you have. Okay, the story feels more genuine as well. It's more original. It's like a well-intended storytelling. Like, okay, if you go on to like Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 or Ninja Gaiden Razor Age or something like that, those girls part, take them away. Even the second game though, take them away. Somehow the game is still able to be played. Okay, you still can, the game can still be a game. There's nothing missing. But if you take away Rachel's part inside of Ninja Gaiden 1, no. The game doesn't become a game. The game just like, wait, they got something missing here. What the hell is this? That's how it becomes. So that's the thing why I liked about this game that much. Because it's so well written, the characters is lovable. Like, I like to sim on characters. When you see a characters, I like to sim on them. But just simping on them on like a surface level, it's not gonna go far. Yeah, that girl is hot, but if you don't have a context, like, you know, like why people love Tifa and Arif so much is because if you play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you will tend to fall in love with them, and I fell in love with them so many times. And so, you know, it's like that. Like Rachel, I really like Rachel as a character, right? You use Rachel, and you know, you see how Rachel is being progress throughout the stories, and you see how Rachel get caught and become a damsel in distress, and now you gotta go and save Rachel, and it's just awesome. Like the way that the game's design and the way the game's direct and the way that how the game progress, all of those scenarios and stuff, well made, very good. I really liked it. It really feels like a video games that is well balanced and engaging at the same time. It's just a fun game. I really liked it so much, man. And I played it in 2025, and that's how I feel. And that says a lot, man. That says a lot. Well, this game to me is a 10 out of 10 game, okay? Nonetheless, it's a 10 out of 10 game, my most favorite, the best one ever. It's not even by close with the second part. Like, this is how much I think this game is that good. Like, this is all the others. Like, you know, the 9th, the 8th, the 7, you know, all of that is like this, but between the 2 and 1 is like this much difference. That's just what it is. Well, there you go. That's my list on my rank on the all Ninja Gaiden games. I don't know what you guys think, but that's my list, okay? And nobody can change that. No. That's me. That's my list. Look at that. Awesome list. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this, give a like and of course subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys again on the next one. If you guys love Ninja Gaiden, drop that like, man. That's what it is. I'll see you guys again. Be seeing ya. Nin. Quack. Drop that beat.